Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Code with Hafiz. My name is Hafizullah Masoodi, and in this video I'm going to show you the update and delete functionality of any file type extension for your Laravel and Vue JS single page applications. Before everything else, I want to say that if you find this video useful, don't forget to hit the like button and write a nice comment also. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe too if you want more videos like this. So I did the create and read functions in my previous video, and if you want to check out that video, please find the link in the description of this video. And if you want to see how I built this entire nice to do application, you can find those links in the description of this video also. Now let's start our tutorial. So before everything else, let's log in to the system first. Now I have an admin account and password is password, and I have provided the GitHub link to this repository. Also you can download the application from the GitHub too. So let's go to our task component, and in here if I click on this new task, you can see we can create a new task and we can upload an image and another file also, and we also can read the file, or in here we have the image, and in here we can read the file and download it. So what we need to do is, when we click on the edit, we want to work on our other file functionality, because we also want to update our other file when we want to update our task. For example, we need to check for the file if there is any new file to upload or not, because if there is a new file to upload, we need to delete the old one from our public directory of the project and upload the new file. And if there isn't any new file to upload, the task should hold the old file. So that's it. That's all we need to do for the update. Now let's implement what I just said. So let's go to our Visual Studio Code and make sure your yarn run watch is running because of the changes to be compiled. So let's go to our resources, JS components and task component, and let me close the sidebar and also wrap the text. Well, I closed the sidebar with Control B and wrap the text with Alt Z. So that was for reference if you want to learn Visual Studio Code shortcuts. So first of all, we need to send the file same as we did for the create function. So if we scroll down a little bit to our functions, this is our method spot. So let's go to the create or store function. So in the create we have this task file, and we also want to add our other file because we want to empty that one too. So let's add it in here. We already have the object, so let's say other underscore file, and I also give our input field ID, so we have to empty the input field too. So let's duplicate this one, and the ID that I gave it was other underscore file, and we want the value to be empty. So that's it for the create. Now we can do the same for the edit. So let's scroll to our edit, which is this one. So we don't need to add the file in here, but well, let's add it, guys. Let's duplicate this one, and for the first one, let's say task underscore file, and we need it empty. And for the next one, let's say other underscore file, and this one should be also empty. And let's copy our document code from here. So I will copy these two lines of code and paste it in the edit. Now that's all for the edit. So let's now check our store function. So here is our store function, and you can see we have created this config object, which is this header, and we declared the content type for multipart /form data. and after that we created an object of forum data, and then we appended all of our data to this forum data object, and then we send this forum data object along with our Axios post request, and we are also passing the config. So that's all we did for the create function. And if I scroll down a little bit, you can see for the other file I have assigned our file to an @click event, or assigned the input field to an @click event, and then in this event we are assigning the file, or getting the file from the event and assigning it to an object, which is this other file in our task data object. So that's everything we did for the create. Now what we can do, or what we just need to do for the update, is that we need to copy this code from here and do the same in our update functionality. So first let's copy this code from here, and let's scroll to our update, which is this one, and let's paste it after our if statement. And now that we have done this, what we can do is send this config and forum data instead of this one. So let's remove this, and in here let's say forum data comma config, and this task data id looks fine, so just leave it. And now we can go to our controller, and we can write the logic in there too. So let's open our controller, guys. Let's go to the sidebar, and let's go to app http controllers task controller, and let me close the sidebar. And yeah, this is our store task function, and this is the code for the image, and this is the code for the other file. So what we can do is copy this other file code, and let's scroll to the update, which is this one, and let's paste it here. Now in here what I did is I am checking for the file. If there is any other file in the request, then we want to upload it. Of course this is for the create, so we will make some minor changes, but I'm just explaining the code I have written in my previous video. And in the else statement you can see, if there isn't any other file, I am assigning this other file variable to null, and after that I will save the file or update the file in this task query. So first of all, let's write the code in our query. So let's duplicate this one, and let's say this one should be for other underscore file, and this one should be also other underscore file. Now for this if else statement, what we can do, or what we have to do, is that first of all, before uploading a new image, we need to delete the old image, and I already have written the code for it, which is here. So let's copy this one and paste it in here, and in here I am checking for the task variable, which I got from the database, which is getting our task with find or fail according to the ID. And after it gets the task, we are checking for the other file field here. So let's say other underscore file field, and if there is any file, it will unlink it from the public path. So we also need to declare the path for it, which is uploads. So in here let's say uploads, and then slash we are concatenating the other file name. So in here let's say other underscore file. After deleting the file from the public directory, the other process is the same, because we are uploading the file to the public directory, and we are assigning in here the public path, which is uploads, and then we are getting the extension of the file using get client original extension function of PHP, and then we are creating a new file with a new name, and then we are moving that file to our public directory. And in the else statement, what we can do is, if there isn't any new file to upload, in here we don't want to pass null, we want to pass the old file, which we can get from task arrow other underscore file. Now I think that's everything for our update, so we can go to the web browser and check our code if it works. So let's go to the web browser and let's reload. Make sure your yarn run watch is running. So what I will do is, first I will click on the download for you to see the file. So for now we have this file, and let's try to update it. So I will click on edit and let's choose other file. Let's go to pictures and wallpapers, and I will select this one. And now let's try to save changes. I think it did update it. So let's click on the download, and now you can see it has been updated. And if we check out our public directory, so let's go to the Visual Studio Code and sidebar, and let's go to public uploads, and you can see we only have one file, which means our previous file has been deleted. And if we don't update the file, so let's go to the web browser and let's try to submit this form without choosing any files. So let's save the changes, and now let's click on the download, and you can see it's the same as it was before. Now this being done, let's also implement the delete functionality for the other file too, because if we go to the Visual Studio Code and scroll down to our delete task, you can see we are only deleting the image, but there isn't any code for the file or other file in here also. So what we can do is copy it from the update. So let's copy this one and let's paste it here, and we are getting the other file from the task variable that we have in here, which looks fine. So I think it's all for the delete functionality. Now let's try to delete that task. So let's go to the web browser, refresh, and if I delete it, well, I think we have some kind of error. So let's inspect console, let's try to delete it again, and yeah, if we check out the error, it says images tasks is a directory. And yeah guys, you know what, it cannot delete the file because there isn't any image file. And if you check out the images, you can see we don't have any image with this task. So in here what we can do is check for our image, and also check for the other file also. Well, where is the function? Yeah, now let's first create for the image. So if $task arrow task underscore file, then we want to unlink the image, and let's create another if statement. So $task arrow other underscore file, and let's put our code in here. Now I think this should fix the problem. So let's go to the browser, let's refresh. I will minimize this one, and now let's try to delete this task, and now you can see it has been deleted successfully. And if we check out our public directory, now we don't have any uploads and also any images. Now this being done guys, our video has come to an end, and I hope this was useful, and if so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and a nice comment also. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to smash the subscribe button also. Now thanks for watching, see ya in the next video.